Democrat from Maryland, Elijah Cummings. He spoke on the House floor after the swearing-in.
Allegiance to the same. I've often said on the floor of the Maryland House of Delegates that our world would be a much better world and a much better place if we would only concentrate on the things we have in common instead of concentrating on our differences. It's easy to find differences, very easy. We need to take more time to find common ground. And so my mission is one that comes out of a vision that was created long, long ago. It is a mission and a vision to empower people, to make people realize that the power is within them, that they too can do the things that they want to do. And so I'm about that mission, and I'm looking forward to joining with all of you as we travel this road I often call journey, which I define as life. And there's a poem that Perrin Mitchell said many, many years ago that I say sometimes 20 times a day, and it's a very simple poem, but it's one that I live by. It says, I only have a minute, 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, I did not choose it, but I know that I must use it, give account if I abuse it, suffer if I lose it. Only a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. And so I join you as we move forward to uplift not only the nation, but the world. May God bless you all, and may God bless America.
Later, we spoke with Congressman Cummings about his first day and some of the issues before Congress.
As I was walking out the door, one of the members said to me, you know, when you used to address the House of Delegates, you were speaking to the state, and here you are speaking to the nation and the world. And that kind of struck me. I never thought of it like that. And here I am on C-SPAN.
I guess we ought to ask you how you feel about this minimum wage fight on the floor.
I am for increasing the minimum wage. You got to remember that I come from a district which has a lot of people have very low wages, and they are at the minimum wage. I think it's extremely important. I'm also pro-business, and I think that a balance can be struck. I think that this increase this proposed increase by the Democrats is a reasonable compromise.
Tell us a little about your background for folks who have never seen you before.
Sure. I am from Baltimore's inner city. I came up through the Baltimore City school system. Went on to Howard University, graduated Phi Beta Kappa, went to the University of Maryland Law School, and practiced law for 20 years. I've been in the Maryland legislature for 14 years, served in the leadership of that body for 9 of the 14 years, and was elected on April the 16th. So,
are you thinking yet about committee assignments?
It's my understanding that there's not a lot left when you come in, when I came in. So it's going to be transportation, I understand, and judiciary.
You will run again in November, is that correct?
That is correct. And I was fortunate to be able to beat my opponent 4-1, Republican opponent 4-1, and I expect it to be 5-1 the next time.
It might not be a fair question, it's our final question. What particular issue or issues will we be seeing you talk on?
You're going to see me talk about those issues that, in many instances, may not be as popular. Certainly crime is a popular issue, but that's one that I'm very concerned, a very obvious one. Another one that I'm very concerned about is AIDS. In the city of Baltimore, it is the #1 killer of people from between the ages of 18 and 44. And so our young are dying, and that's been a big issue with me for years. I'll also be looking at economic development type issues because cities are dying, and Baltimore is no exception. And so you're going to see me work hard in those areas to revitalize the cities. And I'm fortunate I have a very diverse district. I have a piece of the suburbs, but mainly city. And so I've got to balance both of those interests and make sure that all the members of residents of our district are represented.
Elijah Cummings, the newest member of the 104th Congress, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.